I was recently asked by a friend of mine to repair this bass drum hoop that had cracked during shipping. It's a simple glue-up project, but I thought I'd show you a quick tip for keeping the shape of the hoop intact while this project dries in the glue-up. As you can see, I've taken a scrap piece of 2x4 and traced the profile of the hoop along the block. With the 2x4 surrounding the cracked spot, I can get a square surface for attaching clamps later. You'll see I traced the inner and outer profile of the hoop, but I only ended up cutting one of these lines. I realized in a dry fit that the profile is virtually the same, but if you feel the need to cut both out, go ahead. I also cleaned up this cut later with a random orbital sander. After getting this jig cut out, it's as simple as filling the voids in the crack with glue and attaching these clamps onto the jig. I realized within a few minutes of the glue up that it might be a bad recipe to have wood glue seeping out of the crack and onto the 2x4. So I went back quickly and added some painter's tape to the face of the jig to avoid any adhesion of the jig to the hoop when it dries.
Early the next morning.
After letting things dry overnight, it turned out very solid. If this were my hoop, I probably would have added some wood filler, sanded, and applied either a new finish or touched up the current finish. But I left that up to my buddy to do afterwards. His plan is to put the repaired portion under a claw as opposed to where it might be more noticeable. One of my favorite YouTubers, RDavidR, also attempted this repair on his channel, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check out his video. I'll have it linked in the description. If you've ever had this same kind of issue and did a DIY repair, leave a comment below telling me how you dealt with it. If you've enjoyed this video and want to support my channel, consider subscribing and liking this video. Thanks.